This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Good evening, everyone. Bershut Chaverim. Today is a very important day. Tonight, it's the last day of the year. Chavtes Adar. It's the last day of the year. And Erev Rosh Hashanah, we make a big deal about. We get up very early, we say many slichot. The Torah writes, 1/3 of all sins are atoned for Erev Rosh Hashanah. 1/3 Erev Rosh Hashanah, 1/3 Aseret Yemei Tshuva, 1/3 Yom HaKippurim. So we would expect today would be a very big day. Everybody would be talking about it. Did you hear anything about it? No, you're not going to hear one word about today. What happened? Erev Rosh Hashanah is a very big deal. Today, nobody mentions. We have to understand there's a fundamental difference between Chodesh Nisan and Chodesh Tishrei. The Pasuk says, HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem Rosh Chadashim. Hazeh refers to Nisan. Rishon Hu Lachem L'Chodshei Hashanah refers to Tishrei. That's Megala Amukot. Hazeh, this, that's Chodesh Nisan. Rishon Hu is Nistar. Hazeh is Nigleh. Hazeh, you point to it. Hu is Nistar. We have 2 months of the year, 2 very important months. 2 heads. Chodesh Tishrei, we do Tshuva. Rosh Hashanah, Yom HaKippurim, Slichot, Hoshana Rabbah. We do a lot of Tshuva. Nisan, we don't do any Tshuva. In Nisan, we were in a very low level. When God redeemed us from Mitzrayim, we were at Eirom ve'Eryah. We were on Memte Shaarei Tumah. We had no mitzvot. We didn't do Tshuva. And God showered us with Rachamim Gemurim. There's nothing we did on our own to deserve it. Hashem bailed us out. Chodesh Tishrei is all our avodah, midat hadin. Chodesh Tishrei, we have to earn it. We have to do tshuva. We have to say slichot. We have to get slicha kapara. Nisan, we just have to be a receptacle for Hashem's rachamei shamayim. It's very interesting. Erev Rosh Hashanah, we have to do a lot of tshuva, so everybody makes a big deal. Erev Nisan, Erev Rosh Chodesh Nisan, we just have to come to Beit HaKnesset and we could anticipate Rachamei Shamayim. So it's a very important day, even though we don't have a specific avodah, but we could expect great Rachamim on the last day of the year before Chodesh Nisan. We only have 1 day Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Why only 1 day? Why not 2 days Rosh Chodesh? So Maharil writes, HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem. Lachem, you unscramble the word Lachem, you get the word Melech, king. Nisan is the king of the year. How many kings are there? Ein Shnei Melachim Mishtamshim Bekeser Echad. By Melech, only 1 Melech. 1 day Rosh Chodesh. You can't have 2 days Rosh Chodesh. So Rosh Chodesh Nisan, it's the beginning of the year. There's a big question. Do we say Tachanun in Rosh Chodesh Nisan? No, the whole month we don't say Tachanun. You know, there's a pleasure in life that a Gentile can never experience. The pleasure is you come in on Daled Nisan and there's no Tachanun. That Hana, that pleasure, a Goy can never have that pleasure. It's only a Jew could have that pleasure. Why don't we say Tachanun the whole Chodesh Nisan? Well, Magen Avraham says, the first 12 days the Nesiim brought their karbanot. Yud Gimel, Shevet Levi, Shalcha Gedola Mishalachem. Yudalid, Erev Yom Tov. Then you have 7 days of Pesach. Says Magen Avraham in the name Bet Yosef. Hoil v'yotza roiv hachodesh bekedusha. So we don't say Tachanun the whole month. Actually, Chatam Sofer brings from Ma'aseh Rokeach, the last 7 days also have an independent reason not to say Tachanun. We believe that the 3rd Beit HaMikdash will be built on Pesach. When will be the chinuch of the 3rd Beit HaMikdash? Ein ma'arvin simcha b'simcha. We reserve the final 7 days of Nisan to be mechanech bayis hashlishi. But the Shlach HaKadosh teaches that every day of Nisan has its own independent reason not to say Tachanun. HaChodesh hazeh lachem. This month, Rosh Chodashim. Every day has Kedushat Rosh Chodesh. That's how you read the Pasuk. HaChodesh hazeh lachem, Rosh Chodashim. Every day of Nisan has Kedushat Rosh Chodesh, and therefore each day is spectacular. Each day is special. Each day has its own independent reason not to say Tachanun. So even without Rov, even without the majority, every single day of Nisan has its own reason not to say Tachnun, it's a month that even without Teshuvah, it's Machlokes. When did God create the world? Rabbi Yoshua says Nisan. Rabbi Lezer says Tishrei. When will the Geula happen? Machlokes. Rabbi Lezer says Tishrei. Rabbi Yoshua says Nisan. Do we need to do Teshuvah for Geula to happen? Rabbi Lezer says yes. Rabbi Yoshua says no. Why? Rabbi Yoshua says Geula is going to happen in Nisan. It's going to happen in Nisan. It's a month of Rachamim. You don't have to do Teshuvah. Rabbi Lezer says Geula will happen in Tishrei. So you want Geula in Tishrei, you have to do Teshuvah. We paskin b'Nisan nivra ha'olam. We paskin b'Nisan nigalu u'v'Nisan asidin ligael. So we hope, Ezrat Hashem, we're coming up at the Zman Rachamei Shamayim, Zman Rachamim. Of course, we try to do Teshuvah on the last day of the year, but even without Teshuvah, with Emunah, with Bitachon, in difficult times, we have confidence. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will shower us with Rachamim. We should all be Zocheh. B'Nisan nigalu, u'v'Nisan asidin ligael.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.